So, folks, we had a ton of stuff hit Hearthstone today, primarily Mercenaries, but also a patch note. And I've got a lot of work to break down all the different Mercenaries stuff to help explain it because the reveal stream was incredibly overwhelming, super information dense. I still don't understand most of it myself. I don't think anybody really came away understanding exactly what's going on. But it's going to take some time and work for me to break it down. So this video is going to serve as sort of a very overarching recap of what got announced for Mercenaries and the patch notes, which we'll get to very soon, so you can see the nerfs and stuff. And then I've also got Battlegrounds to play and make videos for, so basically a ton going on. This is sort of a stopgap video, just covering the very basic stuff that you need to know. And it was announced, so bear with me as I sort out exactly what these videos look like over the next few days. All right, so all that said, before we get into Mercenaries, let's take a look at the patch notes real quick. Where are my patch notes at? Oh, they're here. Patch notes real quick. We had a couple balance changes for Warlock, Stealer of Souls going to 6 mana. It remains banned in Wild. It's not like coming out of its ban. So this will be an impact for standard format, slowing down some of those miracle Warlock turns by making this guy really expensive. He got a small stat buff to compensate as well, but didn't gain a ton of health in the process. I think that'll go a long way towards making that deck feel better to play against, and it's cited here that the change was made for feel, not for win rate. Also, Flesh Giant's getting another 1 mana bump here. Some people will still think this isn't enough. I don't know. Might be, might not be. But they want to reduce the speed at which this comes down in the average game. They believe they were too soft last time, so they're going to bump it up another mana, and of course discounts or refunds, dust refunds for these cards if you want to dust them. But I think this will definitely help Warlock feel better to play against, and the best version of Warlock right now is the sort of handlocky one that's running these big threats. So I think that'll definitely help curb the win rate of the good one, and this will make the other deck feel much better. Now, of course, we also have the Battlegrounds revamp. We talked about this in a video yesterday, so if you're looking for more details on all this new Battlegrounds stuff, check out my video from yesterday covering the Battlegrounds news. We also have some small brief news here regarding duels. Meek Mastery is going from pool 1 to pool 2. It is an incredibly powerful treasure, so that's a great change. It's just like carries runs by itself, and that also puts it in competition with things like Rally the Troops, which had some crazy combos together. So very important change. Also teased here a much larger duels update planned for later in this expansion cycle. So much larger sounds intriguing. I've been having a lot of fun with duels lately, so I'm excited to hear that. We got Book of Mercenaries Tamsin coming in about a week, so stay tuned for some Tamsin action. And then basically some updates here. The main menu has been updated. You might have already seen this if you've been logging into Hearthstone. I haven't seen this yet, depending on when this patch lands. So stay tuned for that. First time user experience has been updated and streamlined. New players can now play Battlegrounds right away or the original Hearthstone tutorial. Okay, I talked about this. I think they want people getting into the Battlegrounds system sooner. And a lot of bug fixes and stuff, it looks like, as well, as always. So changes to standard, big Battlegrounds update, small duels balance change, and a tease for a future update. And then, of course, the big news is Mercenaries got announced today. And again, I'm not going to be able to provide all the detail in this video for everything about Mercenaries, but I wanted to give you a sort of high-level overview of what I took away from the announcement and the reveal stream. Now, the reveal stream just packed in a billion things. Way too overwhelming, way too dense, in my opinion, but could still kind of get an idea of what's going on. So, totally new combat system in Mercenaries, kind of like Pokemon, where you have characters, you select their abilities. It's got a basically like order priority system, so abilities have speed. So, you know, if it's a 1, it's super fast, it goes off quickly. So you're going to be kind of balancing how quickly your abilities go off versus their strength and trying to get stuff done and kill your opponent's things before they kill yours. So, you know, back and forth there essentially. Outside of that system, the overarching gameplay, it's going to have sort of like a Slay the Spire style map. I hate using that example, but you're going to have randomly generated combat encounters where you kind of progress a map until you get to a final boss. You know, you're going to try to beat that. You're going to earn XP and various little rewards along the way. There's also a PvP combat system where it's just, you know, you queue up against somebody with your team of mercenaries. You use 6 mercenaries. My God, even me trying to explain this is overwhelming. I'm hearing right now. It's just a lot to break down without actually having like a demo or having seen it in action. So anyway, you're going to collect these mercenaries via packs, it looks like. And then you're going to upgrade them over time. So it has some of those like Raid Shadow Legends gotcha elements where you're trying to hit the right heroes. You're upgrading those heroes by playing them and like feeding resources into them. In PvP, you're actually going to have your upgraded heroes and characters. So you might have a level 30 hero when your opponent has a level 28 hero. So there's some natural imbalances there based on probably expense and based on time spent, but you're going to be match made kind of to compensate for that, it sounds like. So it very much feels like it's going to be that kind of Raid Shadow Legends hero grinder style. Oh, there's going to be a town that you manage and upgrade, and I have no idea what the town's about because there was just so much stuff going on, but there's like different components to the town as well, much like Raid Shadow Legends and those sort of games. So on top of that, Diablo is going to be in Mercenaries as a like bundle pre-order thing you can get, but also I guess you can unlock him in Mercenaries packs as well. And I guess Mercenaries packs are going to give you heroes, and probably those heroes will disenchant into experience that upgrades the heroes if you already have them. There's going to be equipment that you can use to upgrade your heroes. You can spend stuff to upgrade those as well. So it very much seems to have this gotcha style economy built into it. Now, I don't know how easy it's going to be to do it from a free-to-play standpoint. It says you can unlock all this stuff free-to-play, but we don't know the systems or the experience that goes into that or the time necessary for how competitive you'll be if you're not spending big chunks of cash. So basically, new combat system, PvE components to upgrade your heroes, then you can take them into PvP. There's a big roster of heroes that all have distinct abilities. Oh, there are synergies. There's like Murlocs and Spell School synergies and sort of things. So synergizing among your team is a big deal. And I don't know, just stay tuned. I'm going to break down each of these components in future videos. I'm going to go through combat. I'm going to go through hero abilities. I'm going to go through the town as much as I can. I'm going to break down the various articles. So that probably won't be happening as much today. I'm going to do more Battleground stuff later today on stream so we can get some Battlegrounds videos out for all the cool new Battleground stuff. But throughout the course of this week, and maybe even into next week, depending on how long it takes, I'll do my best to break down the various Mercenaries components. So all that said, again, this was just a high-level overview. There will be more information both from me and hopefully from Blizzard. I have a feeling there's going to be some definite fires to put out because of how the Mercenaries reveal and launch went. So just stay tuned. Of course, there'll be a lot more discussion to be had, but I want to hear your early thoughts in the comments down below on all this patch note stuff, all the Mercenary stuff. Always curious to hear what you guys have to say. That said, thanks much as always for watching, and until next time,